All right, everybody, if you can hear me, I'm going to need your help to get started this morning. We're going to count down from 10 and then shout blast off, and then we're going to sing our theme song, He is the Light. Can you help me with that, everybody? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Here we go!
Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. Jesus is the one who lights our way. He gives us hope for each new day. When the world feels dark and lonely, His love illuminates. He's the one I trust and I will follow Him. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. I'm gonna follow Jesus wherever He will lead me. I'm gonna follow Jesus all the way. He is the light that breaks through the darkness. Follow His lead and light it up, light it up. Jesus will guide us through every dark time. Follow His lead and light it up, light up the world. Light up the world. Light up the world.
All right. I don't know about you, but it's amazing when we look up and see the stars in the sky and the planets and everything around us that is shining so brightly. And we know and we can understand that God made the universe and He made all things. And He is with us. Did anybody see any God sightings this last day? A God sighting is when we see something amazing, wonderful, stellar that God created. Turn to your crews real quick and just share something that you think you saw that God made that was stellar, awesome, amazing. Turn right now to your crews and share something amazing. A God sighting right now. When we hear these God sightings, when we celebrate what God has done, it reminds us that God's light shines through us. Let's celebrate by singing Shine His Light. Here we go.
Let's slide to the left, yeah, yeah. Let's slide to the right, yeah, yeah. Show me your heart, yeah, yeah. Now let's shine Jesus' light, yeah, yeah.
right, nice job, everybody. You can have a seat. I want to show you a picture right now of something out in space. You see, sometimes when you look up at the sky and you see all the amazing stars and you see all the planets and the moon, did you know that there's other stuff floating out there in space? Here's one of those things that's floating out there in space. Does anybody know what that is? It's not a satellite. It's bigger than a satellite. I heard it. It's the International Space Station. Did you know that on the International Space Station, there can be people from 15 different countries working together to try to figure out how we can better live here on Earth and how we can better live in space and all sorts of other experiments that help us and explore things. 15 different countries. That's a lot of places. I don't know about you, but I know sometimes when I watch the news, I see countries fighting with each other. Have you ever seen something on the news where countries are fighting? Have you ever seen something on the news where people don't get along with each other? Oh, wait a second. Have you ever seen something in your home when people don't get along with each other? Yeah. Could you imagine people from 15 different countries not getting along on a space station? Do you know there's nowhere to go on a space station? You can't just be like, I can't deal with this right now, I'm going out for a run. That doesn't work. You don't have anywhere else to go but to be with the other people. And so you have to work really hard to get along with each other. Sometimes that works really well, and I bet sometimes it doesn't work very well. Sometimes in our own families, or maybe with our friends at school, we have the same problem. We work really hard to try to get along with each other, and sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't work very well. And today we're learning a very important Bible point today. I'm going to need your help, just like we did yesterday. When people don't get along, shine Jesus' light. Yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So let's try that again. When people don't get along, shine Jesus. And we have a Bible verse from Romans. Romans chapter 12, verse 16. Can you say this with me? Live in harmony with each other. You're going to learn a little bit more about what harmony is today, but really on the basic definition, it means getting along with. We're going to get along with, we're going to work together. And we're going to learn that today from a Bible story, but also a Bible buddy. His name is Ringo. Everybody say hi, Ringo. Let's hear from Ringo more about who he is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey there, I'm Ringo, and I'm a planet. You might know my friends: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And of course, your very own planet, Earth. You might think I just have 8 friends, because you probably learned about 8 planets. But your parents learned about 9. Well, not so long ago, scientists decided that Pluto was actually a dwarf planet. Poor Pluto. Even without Pluto, scientists think there might be a 9th planet out there, even farther away from the sun. And that's just in your solar system. There are tons of other stars out there with stuff orbiting around them, including more planets like me. But I'll stick with the planets you've heard of. Let me tell you about my friend, Mercury. She's super close to the sun, so you might think it's really hot on Mercury. You'd be right. But even so, scientists have found ice in some deep, shadowy craters. Or there's Jupiter. He's a big guy and a great catcher. No, not baseballs. Comets. He's a big guy for comets to try to get around. And I gotta tell you about Saturn. Long ago, when people started using telescopes, they noticed something unusual about Saturn. What was it that was all around him? Turns out, it was his rings. Boy, does he have rings. Aren't rings the coolest? But Saturn's not the only one of my friends with rings. He's just surrounded by the most impressive ones, and the only ones you can easily see from Earth. guess what? All 4 of the outer planets have rings. That means Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune all have rings too. When you look at awesome rings like mine, they might look like one solid piece. But don't be fooled, they're not. They're made up of billions of chunks of ice, dust, and rock, and all those pieces orbit a planet together as if they're one piece. So don't think of me as having a few rings. Think of me as having billions of followers. If I told you the planet Earth might have rings, you'd correct me, right? The Earth doesn't have rings. But scientists think one day it could. Its rings wouldn't be made of ice and rock like Saturn's. The Earth's rings would be made of space junk. All the parts of satellites and other man-made stuff that's broken apart in space and started to orbit the Earth. It's actually kind of a problem. It's cool how rings look like one solid piece, but are actually a bunch of pieces working together. And hey, that's a lot like how the Bible tells you humans to live. In the Bible, the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 16, says, "Live in harmony with each other." That means you can get along and work together, just like the billions of pieces of rock and ice that make up my stellar rings. So, the next time you want to argue with a friend, or you see someone being bullied, or you just want to get your way, remember, when people don't get along, shine Jesus' light.
It is pretty amazing to know that all those rings aren't just rings, it's just a lot of stuff all floating together to look at one big thing. It kind of reminds us that we can live in harmony with each other to do something amazing. In fact, as we come together today and this whole week, it's not just one person here, one person there. It's hundreds of people coming together to have an awesome, stellar time at VBS, right? And you know, one of those people that makes up our awesome, amazing time at Stellar VBS is Mickey Way. And I just got a transmission from Mickey that says she was running late and she got stuck and she's not going to be able to make it this morning, but she said that we could Zoom in to try to connect with her. So, hey guys, I don't know if you can, she sent me a Twinkie, but maybe we could try to get her on the Zoom connection, see if our AV guys can connect.
Don't say things like that. It's not nice. I deserve to be here too. Nope, don't just hang up on me.
Mickey, what's going on? Are you okay? What was that that on your space phone, the phone thingy that you got there? What was going on?
I'm fine.
Okay.
That was my friend Tom. Well, I guess he's not so much of a friend anymore.
Ooh, sorry.
We were friends all through school, and we even worked on the same team in space group. Then we both applied to be a captain, and ever since he found out that I want to be a captain too, he's been really mean to me.
Oh, Mickey, I'm so sorry. I mean, mean things, mean words never feel good, and they're even worse when they're coming from somebody who's supposed to be like a friend. I mean, that's really got to hurt.
I'm not gonna take this. I've got to get back at him.
Ooh,
Let me think.
I don't know.
Oh, I got it. I'll collect as many moon rocks as possible and stack them up in front of his door. That way, when he tries to leave in the morning, boom, moon rocks.
Mickey, I don't think that's a very good idea. Getting back at your friend will really only lead to more hurt feelings.
But he deserves this. Let me get this bag here.
I don't know, Mickey.
This is going to be harder than it looks.
Yeah, Mickey, you may think this is what he deserves, but do you really want to do something that might jeopardize your friendship? Don't you want to be friends again?
I do still want to be his friend. I didn't mean to make him mad by applying to be a captain. He didn't even tell me that he'd signed up.
Well, and you shouldn't feel bad about wanting to be a captain. It's something that you said you wanted to do since you were a kid, right? I mean...
He knows that too. So why is he being so mean to me?
Maybe he's scared. Remember how you felt yesterday when you came and talked to us?
Before I met all you guys, yeah. I felt pretty lonely.
So maybe Tom feels sad and lonely too. Maybe he's just taking his feelings out on you, Mickey.
Huh. I guess I hadn't thought about that. Do you think I should help him like you guys helped me yesterday?
Well, that's up to you, but we're learning this today. When people don't get along, you know, when you shine Jesus' love and friendship, some pretty amazing things can happen.
Maybe Tom needs a bit of light in his life. I could help him study for tomorrow's test and make sure he knows that he's never alone.
That's great.
But I'm still learning about the light of Jesus.
Yeah?
So do you think you could help me know what to say so that I could share it with him?
I would love that, but first we need to finish up here with my friends here in our opening, and then I can come find you and we can figure out the words to say.
Thanks so much!
Cool.
And maybe I'll find a better use for all of these moon rocks back at my ship.
That's a good idea, Mickey. We'll see you later. Bye. You know, it's pretty awesome sometimes when we have a hard time getting along to think of other ways that we can celebrate trying to work together in harmony. And that's maybe what I can help Mickey with today. And we'll see how that works. I'll let you know how that goes. But you know what? For right now, let's stand and sing "We Are God's People."
We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? We come to worship. We come to praise. We sing this song. We lift up His name. The Lord is God. His love endures forever, ever, 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 ever. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. Enter His gates. We give Him thanks. The Lord is faithful through all of our days. The Lord is good. His love endures forever, ever, 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 ever. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. Every generation, lift up your voice. We are His people. Every generation, lift up your voice. We are His people. Let's make some noise. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness. We are God's people. Can you hear us shouting? Shout for joy on the earth. Worship Him with gladness.
Awesome. Nice job, everybody.